Lotu-Iiga.
Mr Speaker, I rise to support this bill, the Spending Cap People's Veto Bill, and unlike my colleague who's just sat down, I actually believe the intention of this bill is an admirable one. It's a meritorious one, and it's one that is about looking at government spending and how it should be limited. Sir, it is about limiting the annual increase in core Crown expenses by linking it to the rate of inflation. And I don't know where members opposite have been in the last 3 years. I don't know whether they've witnessed what has gone on in Greece, what has gone on in Ireland, and what is continuing to happen in the United States of America, where government debt is actually crippling those economies, where recession has taken hold of those economies, and where exports growth have contracted those economies. So, sir, in the light of those crises, the points that the Honourable Rodney Hyde has raised in terms of this bill around government spending are admirable points to make. Sir, we all know that debt has debilitating effects on our economy. And we also know, sir, that the Labor Party, when they were in government, only expanded the government sector, did not expand jobs in the export sector. And, sir, this bill, or this government, I should say, in its economic plan in the last 3 years, has demonstrated that we are controlling debt. We will get to a surplus within the next 3 to 4 years, that we are about promoting expansion of export growth jobs, and where it's supporting our local industries. Now, that member asked me how. Sir, when I go through my own electorate of Maunga Keke, and you look at companies like Compact Sorting Equipment, and the types of contracts that they now are expanding through the United States in terms of their sorting equipment, when you look at companies like Raycon and the technological and innovative ways that they expand their business, earning valuable export dollars, which is not something that the Labor government endorsed. It was not something that the last Labor government actually promoted. So this government is about promoting export growth. It's about infrastructure. And the broad brand initiatives that we've set in place are going to bring this country into the new century. Because we believe that infrastructure through roads and through broadband and through our hospitals and our schools are about driving that growth. Let's talk about education skills, sir. Let's talk about education skills and what we're doing. And the last member that stood up asked what we're doing for Pacific and Māori populations. Well, I can tell you, sir, that it starts at early childhood. And the amount of money that we've poured into Māori and Pacific early childhood centres, and I see my colleagues nodding here, the amount of money we've poured into those in terms of getting those kids up to scratch, numeracy and literacy being such an important part of our education system, that's what this government stands for. Sir, it's about reducing regulations. And the RMA reforms that this government has put in place has reduced red tape, has reduced bureaucracy that was built up by that government, that Labor government. And in 3 years, we're already promoting the types of regulation-busting statutes that National stand for. On innovation and trade, sir, innovation and trade, it's all about free trade agreements.
Sorry to interrupt the honourable member. The time has come for me to leave the chair. This debate is interrupted. I shall resume the chair at 7:30.